had another thing that I wanted to touch on. Well, a couple things actually. So the rest of this month, today's the 3rd, I'm really focusing on where I'm going with my platforms and stuff like that. And that's to be determined. I'm not putting... I have ideas. I have things I have been working on. And I know it's not going to be on TikTok. That I do know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work on building my own thing. I'm very creative. I know that about myself. And so, you know, when you start realizing that you're getting censored, you're getting attacked from all different angles, you got all this stuff coming at you, you start realizing like, wow, I got something in me. I got something in me that people want to stop. You know what I mean? They want to put up these roadblocks, these hurdles. You know, I got something in me bigger than me. And, you know, when you're in the battle, you're in the field and you're doing God's work, it's hard. Look at everything Jesus walked through. Look at everything the disciples walked through. It's definitely not easy. But what is the alternative? What's the alternative? Giving up? Rolling over? Conforming to what they want you to be? I don't think so. That's not in my wheelhouse. It's not in my wheelhouse. And so
He did not.
I wanted to touch on this because I enjoy podcasts. I do. In PPD, I think. I've watched a few of theirs. And I was really, really disappointed on this one that they went here on this platform in reference to talking about Candace. I don't even know who this guy is, but you totally just made yourself look like a jackbutt. You made yourself look like a toddler. We live in the United States. And you're an adult. And you're talking about people's friends and who their friends are. And like their status quo in reference to their friend group. That's what we've resorted to. Grown men on a podcast discussing that. That is your only wheelhouse. Like, to me, at that point, you've just lost all my respect in reference to what you allow to take place on your platform. On your platform, you are literally allowing, like, Mean Girls high school stuff. Grown men acting like women, acting like teenagers. And I could tell what's his face on the podcast. He felt very uncomfortable with this guy because he was like, he kept looking down. He couldn't believe what this man was saying. I could tell. I was embarrassed for him. The fact that he felt confident and comfortable to say these things. It's like, bruh. We got our president doing wars with Venezuela. We just went through assassination. We got people that can't eat. Christmas around the corner. Economies out of flux. Like, economies dropping. I mean, we can go down a laundry list of other things to talk about. With bigger meaning, bigger purpose, right? But yet you chose to take a platform, slander a woman, and go this route. And I can tell... I understand this because this is exactly how people in my community operate. Not everybody, but a lot of them. And it's sad. And I'm so glad Candace...
I'm not sure what you're referencing here.
You have with the relationships you have, your friends. In my opinion, she's burned every bridge she's ever been associated with. Whether that's Turning Point USA, whether that's the Daily Wire, whether that's PragerU, Charlie Kirk, Steven Crowder... I don't know what's going on even in this room, but it's not like we're loving what she's doing these days. I'm asking you a serious question. Who are her friends at this point?
Well,
to me, she's very lonely.
No, I think she's very close with Tucker. I do think she has.
How many more can you name, though? Other than Tucker,
yeah.
Genuine question. I'm not trying to throw her under the bus. Who's Candace's friends? Who are...
That's like, I hate to effing do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm not trying to throw her under the bus, but I'm going to. Coward. Like, just do it. Don't say I'm not trying to, but you are doing it. So you're lying. because you just did it. So you are trying to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. I can't stand when people do that. I cannot stand when people do that. It's like they want a green light for poor behavior. I hate to eat and go, but I'm going to go. I hate to F and do this, but I'm going to do it. I hate to throw her under the bus, but I'm going to. Like, really? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're a man.
Who's Candace's friends? Who are her allies? Can we name a name? Anyone?
The entire world?
Oh,
Anyone?
she's got more than you would believe.
Name a name.
No, she's got a lot of them.
I'm sure that there's
She does.
Twitter army out there.
Yeah, she
But
does.
what famous names advocates are saying, I'm with
So they have to be famous. According to this guy, you have to have famous allies and friends to be someone. Is that right? Is that right?
Tucker, maybe? Who else?
No, she.
I can't name one.
First thing I'd like to clarify is I have never been friends with Steven Crowder. I just feel like that is a really not good dirt to throw on my name. I just have better intuition than that. Secondly, my friend Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck, hence the reason we're doing this entire podcast investigation into what actually happened on that day. Now, you seem to be naming employers regarding the Daily Wire. I am so friends with every single one of my colleagues that I was friends when I went in there. And yeah, when you leave a job, you don't tend to hang out with management on your way out. So
That's for sure.
I'm not sure what you're referencing here. If you mean that I am not one of those basic bitches who needs to post every second of when I'm hanging out with people so that people think that I'm
I love
cool and
her.
I'm surrounded by individuals, you would be right. Because I'm a person who grew up on Kanye West's music, and it's so funny that I was blasting his early music.
I listened to that
one
yesterday.
of his first songs, All Falls Down, and he speaks about this.
Yeah.
This is how they create the Matrix. Insecure men speak like that. Okay?
Thank you.
They want people who are insecure to allow terrible things to happen because they say, well, you can hang out with me. You can hang out with, all you have to do is just not talk about the Epstein files, and you might get invited to Mar-a-Lago. Don't you want to be invited to Mar-a-Lago?
Hang out
Don't
with
you
the
want to
cool
go to Mar-a-Lago?
kids?
Then why don't you look away when we talk about children being abused? It's so weird. Like, don't you want to have, like, really all of the invites to Mar-a-Lago, and you can hang out, you can get dressed up and hang out with cool people in Hollywood if you just look the other way when children are being abused? This is
Literally.
that mentality, okay? It's disgusting, it's gross, but more importantly, it is insecure. So I want to remind you guys that your real friends do not need to be famous, okay? My best friends are not famous, and you should be close with your family. You should have real value.
I love that. I'm so glad she said that. Basic bees. I know. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That's when you really start to realize the fall, is when you have people with prominent platforms that they put, blood, sweat, and tears to build. And then they're taking to their platforms and speaking of things and speaking of someone in such a childish, immature, insecure way that has no substance or value. Like, I don't understand how we expect the global and world stage to grow if we're not pouring out substance or value, and we're not pouring out things of facts instead of tearing somebody's character down because they don't hang out with famous people. And you are on this platform with millions or however many, and they're not famous. So what are you saying to them? You know what I'm saying? And it was very unique. Furthermore, I could see people saying that about me. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't. I've let go of all my friends of the past, specifically for a reason. And they know why. The world knows why. But I have a handful of friends in my life now that I'm lucky to have, right? In reference to my family, well, I always love my family. I live with my parents. I'm working on getting out of here. But at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about your friend group. It's about what you stand for in your relationship with God. It truly is. All the rest of it, where in the Bible does it say, hey, Amanda or so-and-so, you need to make sure that you got a good friend group. They have a lot of good status quo and they're famous so you can make something of yourself in this life. Like, that's not, it's just insanity to me that we've moved and operated where we have grown adults talking like this. Friends don't matter. They do. But at the end of the day, you have to be careful with the people you